Okay, first test with automatic mode for doing wood products and various different wood products. We've got the coasters as well as the clocks that we're going to be doing. The press is on auto mode, and we just hit start. Press will start indexing. And once it reaches one station, it checks for product. Doesn't see any product in the press, so immediately starts indexing again. Once again, checking for product. No product seen, goes again. So it's going to be constantly automatic until it actually sees product, at which point it'll press. Now the first time it's activated, it'll see product, but didn't receive a barcode, so we go ahead and confirm that the current time set is fine, and then it'll be automatic. From then on, it'll just continue to press one right after another. Heat flattens down. There's 2 additional sets under the preheat station, which we don't have on right now. It runs, you can signal it to heat or not heat based on the barcode you scanned before then. See if you can see this. Timer's at 37 seconds. And as you can see on this end is 3 full stations worth of printing. All your operators have to do is just stay out of the black lines. The black lines are no loading. Everywhere else is a free-for-all, and you'll notice these guards guide everything in the proper pressing area. Okay, we should be just about finished, I think, with that first cycle. Is a set for the... Okay, press is releasing. It indexes product out. Now the next station also has product in it, and it'll see that product, and it'll press again. If it's set for automatic repeat, it'll just press one right after another. If we tell it not to repeat, it'll do otherwise. It'll pause to see if you want to change the setting if it didn't receive an automatic barcode communication. Leave that there for a second and just show the E-stop. Anyway, everything looks great. Looks like we don't need rubber pads. And down here we have some clocks set up. Let's throw a guy that in there. This is just to show you that it should see most product you have on there. If you put something really narrow like that, the 2 photo eyes will probably miss it. There's a photo eye here looking, there's a photo eye here looking. But if we had it like this, it should catch it. You want to center it on the table though. Automatically indexing. Now look at this. See that? It just hit the E-stop signal to keep that from going any further until this is unloaded. Eventually you can set this, and he's reactivating the press now that the E-stop was reset. If you want, we can take this off, and you can just continually run right off and then not have the safety at the end. Anyway, these are the next 2 sets. Oh. Take these out of the way. So if you leave your work there, it's going to pause. It's not just going to throw your work off the end of the table. On your preheat stations, there's 3 panels that are heating, so there's 3 separate digital controllers. You can manually turn the heat on. When the heat is on, the cooling fans turn off. And when your heat is cycled off, these cooling fans turn on and start cooling the pressing area inside. The preheat station can be changed in level to be higher or lower toward your product to get it as close as possible without actually crushing or hitting your product. And those adjustments are on all 4 corners. And you can actually send your own signal down in through here just to open or close the heat signal. So when you scan out here to figure out whether or not you want to preheat your product, You can turn it on and off just by opening or closing a signal. Here's your finished boards. This time around we want to, as you can see, the press just pressed the next set of work in there. And we want to get these off before they make their way down that station, then that station to the end and activate the emergency stop. But what's nice is everything seems to be coming out awfully good. No light spots. Looks like these templates aren't the frightening disaster I thought they might be. And there's already been another set of work in the next station. If the station is empty, it'll just keep going on to the next station until it sees product. That's the beauty of it. It's going to keep going till it sees some work in there. So if you have an empty spot, no big deal. It just indexes right out, and in another couple seconds you have another set of product in there. I don't know if you can see those numbers. Yeah, not. Well, there's like 5 seconds left. I don't know if you can see that open back up. It's indexing the next set of work out. And I don't know if we have any more work in here, so it looks for product. And there is another set of work in there, so it's coming down. I think after that it's empty, so it'll just keep going and going forever and ever. By the way, if any trash or any items fall down in here, there's a tray down in there that catches things, so they're not catching with the bars that are returning around by conveyor. So there's a tray down there that'll collect all your junk, and eventually, if it starts to pile up, you can remove a few bars and then just pull all your junk out of the trays and sweep it out. So that way it's not clinking and clanking down in the lower bars, getting carried back up and caught in anything. This red line is the e-stop line. It goes all the way down the entire length of the press. If anywhere on here you pull it, grab it, step on it, do whatever you need to do. And we won't do it right now because there's product pressing, but this red light will come on and it'll pause the entire press, and you have to hit the R button, the reset, to reset it. And that line is all the way around the entire press. Wherever there's track, there's e-stop. And then there's a main e-stop button on this side as well. Now what's going to happen here is the press is going to index in again. I don't think there's any work in there, so it's going to go again. And it's just going to keep going and going until it finds some work to do. If it doesn't see anything, it just keeps traveling. Your green light is blinking. That means the press is in motion. And it'll do this till kingdom come. It'll just keep indexing, looking for work. The moment it sees anything in there, it'll detect product or detect your templates. It'll stop, it'll press it, and it'll press it for whatever the last known time was, unless it's been fed a new time from your barcode scan. So if you scan a barcode, you feed it a new time, that's what it's going to press for the next time it stops. And then to stop everything, just hit an e-stop. And then it'll, when it's an e-stop, there's a red light flashing. Now, if we start the press or the press is in motion for the first time, it'll let off that alarm. All you have to do, anywhere on the press, is pull that cord. Your e-stop is activated, your red light is flashing, and you have to reset by hitting the reset on whatever station that you pulled that cable at. And that's that. Give you one last view. Nice thing is everything we just sent through there, haphazardly and disorganized manner, all came out perfect. For the wood, we're going to do ceramics next in another filming. All your wood coasters, no light spots. Of course, we don't know how to line up the papers properly because we're not paying attention. So you get those lines where the image wasn't lined up. But the bottom line is we're not seeing any light spots, no fading, everything's coming out nice and solid. Got tons and tons of pressure to flatten out your very, very curvy templates.